So once again, I decided to take a step into the world and mind of the junior high student. I started having a few questions pop into my head as I finished reading The Anti-Education Era by James Paul G. It was then that I knew the perfect source for giving me the strongest connection to the junior high world. And that was my nephew, Andre Washington, a 7th grade student who attended school at Buena Vista Independent School District in the small rural community of Imperial, Texas. One of the first questions I asked him was, "What is the ideal classroom for you? What does it look like?" He thought for a second and he told me, "The ideal classroom is one that doesn't have a teacher just bossing us around, giving us work that is boring and not fun." This connected directly with the book, in that he wanted a class that he has value placed upon what he and the other students think in relation to their learning. He wanted a voice for him and his classmates. It's the collective intelligence idea. We seem to have our school structured within the current society to produce basic people for basic jobs. So how can we get students smarter through technology? This was my next question for him. We need to be exposed to more things on the computer than just typing. He said, "I do more with technology on a game than my teacher does all day with all her classes, and she teaches junior high through high school." Other concepts are found throughout the book written by G. G feels there's a need to short circuit the idea of human reflection. There are conditions in which humans think well, and then there are the conditions in which they don't. I explained this to Andre, and then I followed up with a question: what does he think are the conditions for his classroom? He said, it's just book stuff. We don't really have conditions or stuff like that. Maybe in PE, but there's no books in PE and athletics. And that resonated with me, hearing him say that. It reminded me of what G was saying about definitely wanting to lead us in the right direction and understanding that the students today feel a lack of empowerment over their learning and their education. The days of the cookie cutter curriculum are dying, or should be dead, killed off. Giving a student a prepackaged assignment that they sit and scribble or regurgitate the same thing year after year, expecting innovation to ooze from their pores, is just setting up the student, the teacher, and the school district for failure. We must be willing to evolve and utilize technology as a resource, a tool to promote innovation and creativity within the student. But that will all entail us to be equipped and ready to utilize the student and the teacher in a more collaborative manner. This new idea may be foreign to some, but it definitely doesn't seem like it's foreign to G. And that puts this book on a crash course to improving our educational system.